You spoke about the physicality, and you now say how difficult it is to do it back to back. But you're now heading into Europe. How challenging is it going to be to follow up this type of game against, next you get a French team, or
we're on a plane on this week to Harlequins, and we're not going, to be a team that we think can win in London. I think that's probably, other than our, maybe our results and where we are in the URC in terms of being unbeaten. The big thing has been our growth in our squad depth, which is a most important part of the project. Not so much, as I said to you a few times, about in the backs where we've got a lot of injuries, and that's not an excuse. They're not all frontline players. I mean, Damien's out there today, Sasha's out there today, Kuba's out, but you take 4 centres out, take Sebi. So Lehman was the 41st player to play this, which is good in terms of growth. That means we've got 41 guys who've played this season, and we can put 23 of them playing next week to go and compete in Harlequins. So that's been to me, that's our biggest thing so far. Not that we sort of hang on to an unbeaten record, but it's going to be tough. But we worked out we need, if we want to host a playoff, and we know the away in Europe I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
We have to probably get a point at least. If you're going to go for a point, you might as well go for a win, because nobody goes there to lose within 7. It won't be a. Last year we lost there 53-15, and we took JC Mars and Devon Fuller, and there were some good players, make no mistake. But Vern Matunga was, I think, was his debut. Somebody else was on his debut. A couple, 3 or 4 on the debut. This year it's going to look a bit different, and I think that's our growth. When we talk about those guys who were listening yesterday, Project 29, it's not about the Stormers winning in 29. We want to win now. The growth and our depth of the squads, and I think we've made a lot of strides there at the moment. We really want to go and I say, if we're going to go for a point, we might as well go for all 4 or 5. So, and Zelen's an option there. I think almost certainly. I think.
So you can play Dylan
and Zassi, or Dylan and JC, somebody else.
Okay, so that's 13 and 14 with the mouse. We'll just wait.
Okay, wait for the rest of it. It's very different for us. We want to host the playoffs in Europe. So the pressure will, the URC has got that's game 8 out of 18. If we drop this one, it wouldn't be the end of the world. That unbeaten thing can become a little bit of a bogey sometimes. You stop getting your shell. So I wasn't saying I wanted them to burst that bubble, but that's not a really big thing. We wanted to win a local derby, but what I really want to do is make sure that we can host. I think South African teams, we need to try and make a statement to host playoffs in Europe if we need to get further. And we're just in a position, having won that Bayonne win, that we can have a go at it. I'm not saying we'll get it right. And to go win in London next week will be tough.